What's up, YouTube? It's Louis here. I hope you have been having a great weekend. I just had a barbecue last night. Really thinking of doing another barbecue today, just simply because the weather's absolutely wonderful in England at the moment. It's about 28 degrees Celsius. I have no clue what that is in Fahrenheit, but we don't get this often in England. Honestly, you're lucky if you get a hot Wednesday once in the year, honestly. Honestly, it's awful out here. Usually in summer it's raining, unfortunately. I don't know in America what the season is. Probably the complete opposite. Don't quote me, but I think it's different in that part of the world. But here it's summer at the moment. But anyway, moving over to Bitcoin. If you're a new face, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment as we're trying to get to 3K by the end of this month. And yeah, we try to get every single Bitcoin video above 50. And yesterday we actually, or the day before, we got 75 likes. And I just want to say thank you to those of you that actually watch my quant videos as well. We hit 130 likes, which was absolutely ridiculous for the other day, and 1K views after one day. So thank you for all the support on the channel. And of course, there's going to be more content. Just on the weekends, I struggle to get many out because, yeah, I do not want to work on the weekends, which again, I'm doing right now. So if you appreciate that, you know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, subscribe, and definitely comment. Now, sorry for that intro, long intro, but Bitcoin not yesterday, the day before yesterday, closed below this previous low. Now, if I go to my Twitter, gosh, there's been a lot on my Twitter since, but we will find it for you quickly. So over here, nice post. We are at resistance. Any further dump, I expect it to be a fake. I said this on the 9th. On the 9th, I said it on the 7th of July at 9 p.m., which was exactly the close of this candle. I said any further pump will result in a fake out. And if we go back to the chart right now, you can see that exactly if we were to go to the 4-hour time frame. You see this candle here? It says 5 p.m. and then this next candle opened at 9, so it means that this one closed at 9. As soon as this one closed, I made that post, and of course we did pump above it, but then fall back under and confirm it as resistance. You see this wick rejection over here? Very nice one, shooting star. I actually posted this on my Twitter as well, so make sure you are actually following my Twitter account, guys. This is where I'm going to post things. So for example, yesterday I did not make a video, so this is where I'm going to post any information if I'm not making a video. Another rejection from the golden pocket over here, so we will draw that because on Twitter I was showing you guys the golden pocket. How did I get this golden pocket? Well, when we came up, in my eyes, if I show you on Twitter, I think we need to come down. And if you haven't been following my Twitter, I'll show you exactly why. So when you make a new swing high, so right here, can you see that? When you make a new swing high for Bitcoin, you should come back to the old swing high over here and flip that into support / a new swing low. If Bitcoin then loses this support, or this, if we then lose this new swing low, we'll go back to the swing low before. So if we ever lose this swing high as a swing low after peaking out here, we need to come back down, find support on the previous swing high, form it into a new swing low. But if this does not hold, you can see when we came up here, you tapped resistance there before dropping and finding support before continuing this move all the way up to here. So this move where we went and formed this swing high began from down here. So we don't have to go down there. We can actually just hold this as support right there. But again, if we ever lose this, then of course you're going to come back down to here, because when we pumped into this, there was something called resistance here, which made us drop exactly to that level. So if we ever lose this, we're going to drop exactly to that level. So yeah, again, Louis_crypto is my Twitter. Go check that out if you can't be asked to actually type it in. It's the second link down below under the video. Guys, if you appreciate the work that I'm doing over the weekend for you guys, then please smash the like button. Of course, comment for the algorithm. Is so important to comment and like on the videos. Let's get to 75 likes actually on this one. So over here, we're going to zoom in and draw this golden pocket now. So this is what's basically telling me, okay, this is the point that if we're staying above this point, we should continue up. If we're staying below this point or rejecting this point, we should continue down. So when we peaked over here, let me get the levels absolutely exact for you guys. So right there, from the high to the low of the move, then we started bouncing. Why? Because this over here, this downward move, if I draw it out, this downward move over here is an impulse. Yes, of course, this is an impulse. This is a retracement, but I'm not looking from down here. I'm looking from up here. And from up here, that is an impulse downwards. And after that, you retraced. Where did you retrace into? The golden pocket. So we'll draw that out for you now, guys. So from the 0618 to the 050, I don't usually do this in my personal trading, but when I was starting to use the fibs, this is what helped me a lot, okay? So drawing that golden pocket, knowing, okay, if we're holding this as resistance after having this impulse down and we're retracing back into it, we're going back up against this new trend. So obviously, looking from the bottom here, we're in an uptrend, but I'm not looking from the bottom. I'm looking from this point, 8th of July onwards. And from 8th of July onwards, you've had this impulse down and a retracement back up, which is a lower high, lower than the previous high. So we should actually continue and make a lower low. And that's what we're trying to do now. We want to see the bodies closing below 21K. And the reason is, as I've explained, is we want to come back to the previous swing high over here and flip it into support. Now, of course, this box starts in around 20K and goes as high as 20.3K. But in actual reality, the box goes as high as 20.5K, just like that. But we do have an exact point or a neckline where we did give you this ascending triangle. Sorry guys, the washing machine's on. Abby was doing some washing, so bless her. But yeah, this is the neckline of our double bottom over here. We met the tech target. We weren't anticipating in this push that we would get all the way up there, but we did, and we overshot it. And because we overshot it, I knew that this was going to be a fake out. So after doing so, you need to come back and test the old previous resistance as support. This is just what makes sense, guys. And you can see the only thing stopping us from now going down there is this 20 EMA. You can see this 20 EMA is holding us up because we know this as the continuation moving average. This should make us continue. If we're holding above it, this should make us continue up. If we're going under it and closing below it, which at the moment we have not done, but if we do so, then we're going to obviously be under it. So if we're under it, it's obviously our resistance or our ceiling. So every time we go into our resistance, it should push us back down lower. So that's going to mean that this is a continuation moving average in the obviously bearish direction. So that's what's stopping us from actually coming back down. You can see we do have the 55 and the 69 EMA, which is lining up with that wick. Of course, that's enough. You can just come down to there and that would be enough of a retest. But me personally, I want to see the bodies coming back down to here. I want to see us testing this orange zone. But again, as I've just said, the EMAs are also supports and resistances. So it could be in actual fact that you just come down and test the 55 over here before a continuation back up. So yeah, exactly. This is what we need to do anyway. We need to front run the market always. We're not always going to get our specific technical targets. Just before we finish this video, I want to show you an example. So over here on Quant, we have a technical target at $90, but it's still yet not to have hit it. But in the last 2 days alone, Quant is up, guys, 37%. So it's a good area to take some profits. No, it has not met the target, but again, it's still a good area to front run the market. Yes, it could absolutely skyrocket through and keep going if Bitcoin decides to. But me personally, this is what I really want Bitcoin to see, because if we just continue up now to this 24.8K target, and we do actually have higher targets because we actually have after this low over here, we did go up as high as this. So from there, from that high to the lowest point, which is down here. And you can actually see that we do have a 1618 target, 27K. This is so interesting. Look where the 1618 is. I did not put that line there just now. This line has been here because this is the 4th of January, 2021, the true low of the 2021 year, not 28K, not these lows over here, the 22nd of June, which was actually my birthday. The bottom last year was my birthday exactly. And yeah, the actual lowest point of last year was there, the 4th of January 2021 at $27,731, which is so interesting because acting as confluence is this 1618 target. So again, this is going to be a very key resistance when we come up into this zone. And that's why, because it's going to be a very key resistance, we're going to get a big reaction like this, a very big sell-off. And that's why it's so important as we are building very slowly to flip previous resistances that we've broken, like this one, back into support to continue. You had a resistance here, you broke out, you made a new swing high, and you actually fell back to it as support. So what I've explained in today's video, early in today's videos, when I was showing you guys my Twitter, when we were speaking about swing highs and swing lows, you can see We had this impulse here, you came back down. You had another impulse, you came back down. You can see testing the old one as a new one. You came back up, you made a new one. Let's test this old one as a new support and continue up. This is what we want to do, because in actual fact, if we do just continue higher and higher and higher without confirming supports, eventually when you come back down to this level in the future, because you've never tested it, it's easy to fall through, and this is what's going to create this lower low, which we do not want to see, because at the moment we're not seeing a downtrend. So to make sure that we're never going to see this downtrend, is we want to confirm this as support. So if we do ever go higher, it's not just going to fall through it like that. We're going to get a big reaction from there. And yeah, it can fall through, but it's just a much stronger support than if we're just to go all the way up and then literally fall through it like it was like butter, basically. We don't want that. We want a reaction from there. How do we create a reaction? Well, we need to come back and test it first, so that when we do, if we do come back to it in the future, we're going to get a bounce from it. Thank you guys for watching. Again, let's get this video to 75 likes. Let's get to 3K views before the end of this month. Let's surpass that. Let's surpass 3K before the end of this month. Let's do it, guys. I'll catch you in the next one. And this will be the only update today, but I'll catch you tomorrow with the Bitcoin Quant H bar, and I'll try my best to do the Elrond video as well. Thank you. I'll catch you in the next one. And as always, peace.